Welcome back, everyone. We're back in Silver Palace. We are going to go ahead and start the city exploration. So basically, we're just going to go around the city, do any side quests, get any items, find chests, all that stuff.
Stipulate the daily plan.
I guess the first thing we should do is the mirror stuff. Mental breakthrough. Or, that's not what I meant to do. Why do they always use different buttons? Like, you press A, then you have to press Y, and then you have to press X. Just make it all one button. Okay.
To it.
I'm gonna go ahead. And go up to our room. And take a look at our mirror. Mental breakthrough 2. Oh wait, should probably level my guys. Yeah. Let's see. Deep in my heart. The bloodbath mystery. Okay, characters.
Let's cut to the chase before you're silenced for good.
Sure.
It is important to arm the mind.
Oh. Let me press off. Okay.
Let's cut to the chase before you're silenced for good.
I should have a better motive. Yeah, this one. Do we have enough for potential break? Okay. I think level 30 should be good enough.
In check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
I know it says level 40, but it's not like...
Explosion? Oh, no bombs here, nope. Only flour. Oh, and Alf's flamethrower.
Nope. What do I put? Left? Okay, left. Yeah. Oh. Luckily, it's right here. I should... Let's... Where's my cursor? Okay. Come on.
There's more to me than meets the eye.
And then... What am I fighting? These, like... Oh.
It's all in vain.
I think just one.
Explosion? Oh, no bombs here, nope. Only flour. Oh, and Alf's flamethrower.
Where is this? It's not too far. Alright, let's see who we fight here. Okay. Wolves and some of the zombie-like guys.
It's all in vain. Distraction. Nevermore.
Hey. Finally level her.
Life has not been kind to me. Death, on the other hand, has been a truer friend.
Now we can go all the way back home and do the breakthrough. I wonder if what the max crisis level, because I think in the first one it maxed out at 2. So I wonder if we're gonna be able to go to like 3 or 4.
To it.
Because they also did change it, because before, like, I remember we had to go actually to the constabulary. We had to fight Rex. Thought experiment to do it, but not now.
There's more to me than meets the eye. In fact, I've been trained.
Oh, we still have to fight him, but we fight him in here instead.
A waste of strength. It's all in vain. It's all in vain.
Flamethrower at the ready.
Knock it off. Want some more, do ya?
Maintaining order demands a heavy hand.
Oh man, that did a lot of damage.
Oh, great. I think I just opened up an old wound.
Radar attack!
Alf always hits her shots. The Miss Agency taught her well.
Go and take a break. Prepare for surgery.
I'll take care of this. It's all in vain.
Oh. I'm dodging, but
It's all in vain. Nevermore.
the attacks have like too much. What's it called? Like there's too much. I forgot the word. It's like
It's all in vain.
commit. Like when you attack, like you get locked into the animation.
Down on your knees.
Whoa!
Compared to like say Enfield, where like you can dodge out of everything basically. But Enfield it's not better because in fact I think I would rather be locked into animation than accident because I always accidentally dodge out of using a skill or something, which just wastes SP and stuff. Okay, so
The Sylvania Observer. Mostly just find the weekly review. Aha! Young voices. The headline: the Royal Academy
creating
has discovered that
vampires.
not only may vampires have existed throughout history, but they could potentially be created from humans. Vampire rumors were widespread during the reign of Queen Mary, it's true. If a scholar has uncovered evidence of their origins, then that's clear proof of the bloodsuck creatures of legend here in the
that's
present
exciting.
day.
I wonder if we'll get a vampire.
Vanilla. A chocolatey aroma and a hint of something else,
A
too.
character.
I'd wager Alf's cooked up a novel dish.
What?
Chocolate, almonds, candied strawberries too, and just a little McBarley star sweets to garnish.
Where's she? Did I accidentally put... Not accidentally. Did I put... How do I get out of here? Okay. Hold on. I think it's under acquaintances. Let me just check. Who did I put in? Unusual gift, memoir, no. That's not under invite to visit. Okay. Let's place her. This one. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to go to commissions. Talk to Alf. Okay. I think I kicked
Making
Firtho out.
chocolatey treats, are we?
Alf's baking a chocolate cake. And Alf's even adding in McBarley's new licorice stars too. Haha! That sweet aroma lured you here, didn't it? Alf's pleased as pie.
I can't smell burning. There's no sign of
Huh? But
Oh,
this
dang.
cake,
Firtho. Oh, I see.
it's because Alf needs to.
What did Alpha do to Firtho?
You used a scalpel she left here for that? For cutting up a roast chicken?
Alf's sorry.
Don't tell me that the chicken we had too...
Oh, Alf's so sorry.
Enough, I don't want to think about it. I know Firtho all too well. She won't be best...
You will? What?
Something's amiss, though. It's not like Firtho to just leave a scalpel behind.
Yeah.
I could imagine Alf losing something, but not Firtho. Maybe some troublesome patience on her mind, making...
Master, your lovely cake. As sweet and fluffy as can be.
Firtho is likely at the corner clinic.
Let's hope she washed it first. Okay, is there a... Okay, there's an I want to zoom out. How do I zoom out? Okay. Oh. Right stuff. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I was right outside. Now I have to get stuck with the loading screen. Okay. Okay.
Speed up!
Take this, hop over the building. Why can't we take these Skytram things? Okay, so the Cognito pin is on top. I remember that. Cognito pin on top. There should be a thing to jump from in this area.
Speed up!
Then we can take it all the way up. Grab the pin. Come on. No! I really should grab this pin now.
Saved me a lot of time.
Come on.
The bus is now arriving. Please queue and board carefully to avoid shaking the carriage.
Speed up.
Okay. Got it. Cognito pin. Okay. Alright.
Miss Firtho, are you there?
Maybe don't
The door's
shove the
locked.
door.
The corner clinic is empty. Step aside, please, Alf.
Huh?
Jeez.
There's
Firtho's nowhere to be seen. She's left behind a lot to look through, though. I'll be able... An old friend runs the clinic. I'll get thrown out if I show up empty-handed. Better a letter that's been crumpled into a ball. It mentions someone called
Sydney
Williams, who
Williams.
Sydney claims is an extremely poor... Williams. A vial's been left on the table. Something was dragged through the liquid here, leaving mark. I wonder which of Firtho's possessions. There's some mud on the doormat. Dark in color with a well-kept graveyard or park, perhaps.
Graveyard.
Much of it is already dried and clumped. Whatever left it... I think I've got a rough idea of the situation.
I do like how we use the evidence board for all this stuff. Oh, different branches of logic and endings. That's actually cool. There can only be one truth. Once you've unveiled the truth, a unique collectible and achievement. Okay, that's actually cool. Okay.
The scrape marks suggest Firtho dragged some, so we've got a rather bulky item stored in the clinic. One Firtho brought in from out. Yes. I think I understand now. Now to tell Alf my theory, and then we'll go find Firtho together. This letter, dated 3 days ago, is brief. Given the liquids have yet to dry, Firtho must have left the clinic. Firtho isn't one to be controlled by emotion, but something about Williams. I recall. Let us go, Alf.
Very well, Master.
She's not questioning my reasoning at all. The Cathedral of Illumination is located in the eastern part of High
Oh
Pier.
man. That's far. Oh, that's in a new area. Let's mark the pin. And then we'll teleport here. It would be cool if we could, like, see Alf riding with us or something. But that's, like, too much. City exploration, North Church Quarter. What is going on over there? Find Firtho. Oh!
Still making a racket.
Oh.
You'll never learn.
Timing is everything.
Aw, he doesn't do the special execution. What level are these guys? I'm not taking a whole lot of damage.
It's over.
Firtho's somewhere over here. Oh.
From the mess of footprints, it's safe to assume the cemetery's seen a lot of foot traffic recently. On closer inspection, this pair of footprints belongs to Firtho.
How does he
I'll
know what
find her if I
Firtho's
follow them.
footprints look like?
Miss Firtho!
I've hardly been here long, and yet you've...
Stalking? With the...
And Alf brought chocolate.
What's going on?
Buried here is Howard Williams, a pharmaceutical scholar. My father, in his time, was... I took over my father's patients once he passed away. Mr. Williams among them, until around half a year ago, when his maid wrote to say...
He refused to even see.
I attempted to make contact. Curious. Then, 2 days ago, I received a letter from his maid Sydney, and so rushed to his residence. On arrival, his son, wife, and others were already carrying his body away. They informed me that he'd succumbed to a heart attack, though he'd shown no such symptoms 6 months prior. As his former doctor, I felt unconvinced. I wished to inspect his body. The servants, however, held me back, and I was pushed away. All I could make out was an arm beneath the sheet that covered him. That was when something caught my eye. Along the sleeve of his suit was a long, bloody gash. The surrounding skin was a peculiar purplish hue.
You suspect he was murdered.
His refusal to let me visit in his final... Now I'm about to step into illegal territory, Detective. So unless you wish to become...
Turning away now would be just as much of a crime. But Alf, you had better...
Yes, yes.
Exhuming the body for an autopsy, I presume.
The deceased's eyes are closed, a slight pain in his expression. The skin of his face, small pinpoint hemorrhaging with slight swelling is visible on the face and inner eyelids. The wound I saw on his No. Impossible.
Wait. She's right. William's body is laid in a slightly odd position, but that is... If so, then it's...
No. I knew laid in this grave is my father's friend.
It could be that you...
No. While I've no rational explanation for why it's gone.
Then maybe...
No faked wound. No, it was real.
He's a vampire.
If so, most bizarre. Let's say your memory is correct. In that case, it logically follows that there's...
It's unprecedented.
Master!
Werewolf. If you say something evil, it's just a werewolf.
At the Cathedral of Illumination.
Watch out.
It's all in vain. It's all in vain. It's all in vain.
Oh
There
my
are
god.
too many of them. Make a run for it, and I will rejoin.
What do you mean, rejoin me soon? Oh,
Absolutely forever baking that chocolate cake.
maybe you should have held it better.
The cake.
The cathedral's meant to have a dedicated guard. The timing's suspect too. Something's off about Williams's...
Nobody gets between a doctor and her patients. Be they living or dead, I shall uncover the true cause of death. I'll get...
Consider me on. Let's get to it then.
Oh my god. Oh. Did he take his arm?
I think I must have had a nightmare. Still shaken from last night, perhaps.
Have I
I
ever
agreed
gone
take
to the
on Firtho's
third
commission
floor?
last
I don't
night.
think I have.
So she's likely waiting for me downstairs.
Oh. Is there anything here? No chest or anything? Okay. Excuse me.
Good morning.
You've got
Night
bags
night.
under your eye.
I just cannot make head nor...
The truth will... I'll make sure of it, Firtho, for you.
Little has changed in 3 years. Well, if nothing else,
Just
you've
pat her on
turned
the head.
making bold claims into an art form.
Promises, not claims.
He's just mad.
Where are you storming off to now?
Howard died at home, and that's where I'll start digging for the truth. He lived northwest of Dayfair Way, not all that far from my clinic.
Okay. What is the near... This is this one. Oh, fell off the wrong side.
Speed up!
Here we are.
People are approaching. Stay sharp. It's that doctor from before. And she's brought company. Quick, deal with them.
What?
You shall not pass.
Distraction. It's all in vain. Nevermore. It's all in vain. It's all in vain. Stay sharp.
Already one health. Dang.
We are here to investigate. We mean you no harm.
Well, we were only just stationed.
Yes. As I recall, that said, to stand in the way of our search for the truth would be an act of disloyalty to your...
You have a point there. Yet, perhaps you had best seek the police instead. Were they to send
A young...
A young master, you say? May I remind you that Miss...
Oh,
We may as well raise the case to the police.
Those maids are naive to the bone. Much like the one in your employ back at the detective's office.
Oh,
Be that as
jeez.
it may. You still terrified them with your teasing, though.
You're the one who pressed them on his identity, my dear detective.
Now I have to go all the way. Do I have to go? Oh. Get down.
Bus is now arriving. Please queue and board carefully.
Come on, so close. Lost package. Let's just squeeze through. Grab the pin. Needle pin. Oh.
Things certainly seem busy in the station today. Good day. We're here...
We're a little busy today. You'll need... Oh, I didn't realise it was you. I'll let my superior know...
Thank you. A superior.
Oh.
Would that be Lauren? Ugh. I just hope it's Lauren and...
Parking around now.
I've returned with my superior.
Yes.
It's me, not who you hoped for.
No, not quite. What?
Let me guess why you're here.
Yes, you know of him. Then it seems we're both.
You assume the cathedral grounds were broken into last night. Howard Williams's grave was damaged, his just interred body stolen, and eyewitnesses noted 2 sus. And the other, a silver-haired.
Wait, the bot at Firtho only took an arm.
What do you two have to say about that?
Well, you know you're famous when people start dressing as you to commit their crimes. Quite the master play, I dare say. In fact, thinking back,
Oh, wait.
Alf misplaced a load of washing not long ago. Perhaps this investigation...
Do you hear yourself? What is this ridiculous display?
All right. Fine.
Is that an admission of guilt?
Dang, you just
I
kicked us
advise
out.
you two to stay on your best behavior. Once we've all the evidence we need, in the meantime, as you're the major suspects in this case, you'll receive no...
You can't be convinced. I see that now. But Rex, I advise you not to let anger cloud your judgment, and instead focus on the...
Oh, I know my duties well. Don't you worry, suspect.
You could have just said, we never took a body, we just took an arm. Like...
We're out of luck. No police support, and now Howard's body has vanished entirely.
As I told you
My, it really is you.
Who might you be?
A pleasure to meet you.
Edgar. What brings you here?
I am accompanying Baron Edgar to pay respects at the Williams estate.
Oh.
We were passing by. I believe your father, in his time, was quite close to Mr. Williams. Wonderful. Baron Edgar, we have guests.
I knew it. I spied you from the constabulary door. Your somber disposition and that sweeping doctor's coat. In all these years, you haven't changed a bit, Ms. Mortis.
Your
I
last
can
name is
speak for you,
Mortis?
Dr. Edgar. Despite the years, you remain the picture of youth.
Ms. Mortis.
It's what they came to call me once my
Oh.
father revealed my secret autopsies. Those I conducted in my youth. I was somewhat reclusive and unsociable then. When they termed me Miss Mortis, I voiced no objection.
That policeman earlier,
He's an old friend of Firtho, yet we've no working theories on Williams' missing. Given the peculiarities surrounding Mr. Williams, thus we went to the constabulary and hoped. And, well, Rex has never been one.
a detective. I have perused many a work on criminology. Yet, what about you, Madeline?
What with the airship incident, I'd assumed my.
Madeline and I are relics, mind you. We care naught for what goes on beyond our study, least of all what the papers print, so disregard our ignorance. But I'd be most pleased if you could work a little detective.
So he's more than just a noble. The rims are crafted from gold and engraved with the words Royal Academy. An enamel iris necklace inlaid with small diamonds. Such jewelry is most popular among House Flora. Also, whereas most Royal Academy members develop a slouch from their endless research sitting at desks, this... I believe I have it. Your second identity. You're a Royal...
You almost hit the... I am a Royal Academy administrator. And
Sponsor.
also a sponsor of emerging
I
scholars.
should have guessed that because
in
he's not. He
interests.
doesn't actually.
Both
do the
Howard
work.
Williams and
We have arrived, sir.
you and your abilities are. If you wish to investigate, then investigate. Though admittedly, I may have little to do with the matter at hand. I burn with curiosity. Where will you take this talent of yours? What kind of truth shall you find?
May we gain entry this time, then? Dust so thick you can smell it in the air. And the light in here is dim.
Finally, you have returned, Miss Firtho. And who might this be, then?
Sydney, this is Detective and a friend of mine. We're here for an investigation into Howard's death.
You two feel it too. That's something...
It sounds like...
I feel something is amiss. Very much so. Oh my... It's just like...
Seizing the throne?
I do tend to prattle on.
Walk us through what happened.
It must have occurred. It was his custom as of late to retire to his room and conduct research following breakfast. He would insist upon not being disturbed, but around 3, I heard an awful scream.
Annie, presume...
He'd locked himself in, and it wasn't until the young mother...
She heard a scream and...
What then?
The young sir tried to find a pulse, to know if the ceremony took place not long after.
They found the body around 3 in the afternoon and took it to the cathedral soon after. It would have been around evening, 6 or 7 by the end of the funeral rite. Before long, Firtho and I would have arrived at the grave. The timeline aligns. It could be true.
Well,
Yes, of course. I was wondering, can you tell me who still remains?
Let me see. With Master gone, that leaves the young... I hear that the estate employed many more. At present, though, I attend to Madame Maria, while almost all other estate affairs are handled by the butler.
You mentioned a Madame Maria.
Madame will be resting in her chamber. Master's passing was a heavy blow for her. She's been sleeping for hours and hours. If you have any questions for her, then please, ask me. I am always by her side, and know her affairs like they are my own.
Very well. Take good care of her, Sydney. I found your letter to Firth.
That explains how you found me then. You must consider us close friends indeed, to happily dig through my personal letters.
Are we not? Besides, I saw it merely as a clue in the search for my dear missing friend. Not a private letter.
You two are close, I can tell. In truth, it was Madame Williams who was concerned for Master's liver issues. He seemed all right under Firtho's care, but quickly began to worsen once he started refusing her checkups, growing drowsier and weaker each day. Madame felt he was burying himself in his studies, not eating properly. As the daughter of his old friend, I hope... Never could I...
Did Williams
No.
I noticed a cut and purpling of the skin on...
No. I'm sorry, and I do not...
I believe we've a general idea of the events that transpired now. Boris's behavior warrants suspicion indeed.
From what we've heard, it does sound like he'd succumbed to his illness.
Yet I feel things have only grown stranger since we stepped into this manor. Let us continue. The paintings on the walls strike me as somewhat tawdry.
I recall as a child, when I visited...
It would seem he sold the originals then, replacing them with...
It's awfully dim in the...
Yes, it struck...
From what I remember of... Let us inquire of the butler.
What's this? A locket pendant with a photo of a woman.
Talk to Jekyll. Or talk to Grant.
And once that detective comes to question us, we can... Oh!
My ears are burning.
Nothing. No, my name's Grant. I never step a toe out of line. It's just my first time seeing a detective.
Your conspiracy can wait until I've...
Why is her glasses like that?
What were you doing on the day that...
I headed out. Oh, you can ask Jekyll if you don't believe.
Calm yourself. Where did you go then?
To Willie's Teas and Coffees. I was buying coffee beans. Well, in any case, we weren't even here.
I'm just
Oh
trying
my
to understand
God.
the basics, and yet he's treating this like some interrogation. All right.
Huh? Why me? Oh, I see. Yes.
Wrong. I am singling you out due to your bubbly demeanor. You don't seem affected by
I suppose you're not wrong, Detective. He was a fine fellow, though. Skimp by the end. But all up until a few months ago, that is. I feared he'd forgotten all about me.
Jekyll helped him with his experiments.
Master Williams was low on funds, as I said. Well, I believe that's all I have to say on Master Williams.
Did you notice any...
I wouldn't know about all that. I'd say he didn't have a scratch, though. Not like there's anything that...
What was with the stare you gave me earlier? Do you know something about...
I certainly do. It's Jekyll's pendant. Are you following, eh?
You're suggesting there are illicit relations?
I don't believe Madam holds any feelings for Jekyll, no. Actually, were she to reciprocate, I dare say it wouldn't be so illicit after all.
Dang.
If that were the case, Jekyll would likely be in a much jollier...
Well, that's precisely it. She hasn't returned...
Was Williams ever aware?
I bet a year's wages that he never knew a thing. I actually hinted sometimes rather obvious...
I was right to call you a rascal. I can't rule out the possibility that Jekyll murdered... Even so, he doesn't seem the... How old are you, any...
I'm over 30, I'll have you know. Just a little vertically I jest. Children in the...
I hadn't thought it common in Sylvernia. No.
You needn't worry about me. I shall let you continue investigating onward.
Couldn't have been worse.
Hello there. I'd say you look a little troubled.
With the manor's master gone, so too has its source of income. I cannot help but... My name is Jekyll. I spoke to the Baron moments ago, and he explained your situation.
Oh.
I will answer any questions as best as I can.
Okay, so because I went and got the pendant, talked to Grant, and now I have new options to me. Like, I can ask about... And then for here, I can ask about the lighting and the paintings.
What were you doing on the day that...
Following breakfast, I accompanied... As it happened, Grant and I were tasked with procuring
supplies?
3 of us. Myself, the servant boy, Grant, and one of the guard maids, Hannah. If you wish, I can provide a duty roster.
Where did you go to procure?
We split up. I headed to the Quadric Emporium for spur garments. Grant to... If you're wondering, it would have been around 8 in the evening. It was then that we learnt of Master Williams.
I'd like to know more about...
Given that the Baron is an administrator of the Royal Academy, Baron Edgar noticed his aptitude for all things medical and biological several years ago. In essence, Master could never have covered this manor's
Perhaps I misunderstood, Jekyll. Surely these research funds were not spent on staff wages.
There was nothing else. The Baron became aware of it long ago, and yes. It was around then that he had Master cut him his own set of manor keys, so that the Baron could check up on research progress at his convenience.
Keys to the manor, including keys to the bedroom and... Oh, that reminds me. Baron Edgar...
Keys to the front door and the master bedroom, you mean? Well, aside from them, Boris used to have a set of keys, but Master had them confiscated, as the young master's behavior grew erratic.
That would explain why Boris resorted to using a lockpick when opening his father's door. It's likely he still has further methods of gaining entry, however. The young man down the hall seems to have had a lot to drink.
Indeed it is, and I do apologize. He inherited neither his late father's erudition nor his mother's strength of character. Instead, he sank into drink and gambling upon... The Williams' fortune has been crumbling for some time, and we've him and his scoundrel friends to
A change in his usual tone of voice. I presume Boris is...
Precisely so. Both the master and the mistress have been left. He frittered away his father's savings, the money from his sold-off art, and even Baron Edgar's funding.
He tried to steal and sell how...
Oh, he caught the child all right. Instead of repentance, the young Boris,
He said that. Sydney's theory that he wished...
How ironic that a scholar of such wide... Father would be just as astounded, I'm sure.
Did you notice...
Yes. More
Not as I recall. Why do you ask?
We're just considering various possibilities. I think we've learned much. The lights in this manor seem remarkably dim as compared to those in other estates. Or is it just...
No, you're quite right. They were all...
Okay.
Did he have any other?
Several dietary issues. Or preferences, rather. He ate less and less.
He's turning into a vampire.
An aversion to light?
They're markedly different to his original symptoms.
The paintings around the manor...
What are you implying?
I'll not hold my tongue. The paint... And now...
You've a keen eye. Yes.
That makes sense.
I've heard that Williams as an estate... Could you enlighten me as... If it's not a good time...
It's just that the fruits of his research are the Academy's dominion. To do so would go against Boris's wishes also.
It's all right. We will return if we have any further...
I believe I've attained a decent understanding of this manor's residents and of the rough timeline around the incident.
Dang.
Good day, sir. We are here to...
Clear off. I'm not letting you...
He's just drunk.
Up with you, Boris.
And what do you want? It's all your fault. You're nothing.
Oh. Did he slap him or what?
As I said, I eagerly await your grand reveal, Detective. I won't let him stand in your way.
Everyone in here is acting suspicious, bro.
Madeline and I have affairs to attend to. I'm afraid we can't join you for now. Investigate as best you can. However, if you find yourself at a dead end, then...
Very well. Baron Edgar.
Sunday.
A little unnervingly so. It's time I investigated the scene of the death. The door sports an old-fashioned lock, which, once locked from within... Of course, Boris ended up procuring a lockpick from somewhere.
Oh.
Odd. The closet, it would appear the servants have yet to sort through the late master on closer inspection.
Dark secret. Hold on, let's keep looking.
A long men's coat. Huh. The leather shoes set below a sweet aroma. I'd best ask one of the maids.
The clothing in the corner of the room?
Was the clothing present in the room when the body was first...
Why, yes, of course. And anyway, Master's garments were washed. Almost.
Smell like the chocolate cake.
The area that Williams must have... Myriad items are stuffed beneath the bed. A clear indentation runs between the mattress and frame. Whatever he may have stashed here... Williams's notebook. It's mostly full of scribblings. An empty syringe with water stains upon the needle, yet not a drop of whatever it once held. Williams was a medical researcher, yes?
Yes, but not one to administer medicine in his own bedroom.
A roll of adhesive tape. A common... That's all the clues on the tape. If nothing else, we can be sure of the fact that Williams and... Yet what purpose fake blood could... I fear that forming a hypothesis... Aha! Actually! Firtho. The gash... Ow! Ouch!
Such trickery may be enough to fool a layman, but it'd take far more than that.
slender blade blackened by flame. The handle suggests to me that it is this. A button, maybe. Torn fibers can be seen amid the ashes. Those not burnt to cinders feel woolen to the touch. I've a firm conclusion. A heap of clothing was cast into the hearth along with that letter opener. And not long ago either. They wished to burn it all. Whoever did so is likely the culprit behind all this. If there is a culprit. They're covering their tracks by destroying evidence. In any case, what this lead proves is that somebody definitely entered and interfered with this room, which is to say there's more to this case than a mere heart attack victim. That's a fair sight better. Long, thin mark, as if something was forcibly unstuck from the closet's interior. I've looked over everything in the room now. Yes, it's time I returned to see. I have several working theories. The maid, Sydney, stated that the deceased was after which Williams retired to his chamber to conduct research. He remained within. At around 3 in the afternoon.
Thus, Sydney and the others attempted to force entry. Yet the door was locked. A scream as he suffered a heart attack and fell could be plausible. He demanded a sheet be laid upon his father, the very...
Yes. Various sources point to their relationship being strained. But as for William's wound, although you saw it, the servants did not. The clues unearthed from the fireplace ashes and your account do suggest that it could have been in all minor details in the scheme of things.
Which is?
How did the victim...
A heart attack still remains plausible, yet all feasible.
Where...
You mean to say...
The deceased returned inside following breakfast, locking the door. As you suggest, the cause of death appears to be a heart attack or an outside force impeding his breathing. Which begs the question...
Perhaps they hid them.
That's the only possibility. And yet this room offers few hiding places. There are no signs of anyone hiding underneath the bed. The chimney is far too narrow to grant passage, and this there, where I found the mark. I've a theory to test. But to avoid having to use the evidence itself, I'll need supplies from Sydney.
Huh? Where are you going now?
I must test a theory.
Ah, Masters, I shall bring it right away.
Thank you. Here we are. Now I'll be needing an assistant, so to speak.
This is Firtho's chance to be an assistant. She's always wanted this.
You're back.
I went to get something. I don't wish to move the evidence in this room.
And what is this something you wish to test? I've been pondering that very...
What if the killer never left, but...
You mean...
I've an idea that...
Certainly. Experiments...
The tape you asked for, Detective.
He's like, oh no. What is exactly in the backpack?
Wait. No, wait just a moment. Why must I sit here? What are you doing?
You needn't worry. Just leave this to me. I'll be gentle, but this may cause some discomfort.
There's gotta be better ways to, like, put someone in a closet.
It's by no means a large closet. The killer must be of small stature, or else they'd be far too cramped while hiding in here. To avoid their limbs shifting about and making noise, they taped them in place. It might suggest they're prone to slight involuntary movements.
Wait!
Like, you could, like, get on your knees or something. Why do you have to, like, do this, all of this, bro?
The marks that were left suggest the highest taping point was their ankle.
You're just gonna tape her.
The middle to lower marks must have been left by taping their knees in place. From the length of them and the position the killer was in, they'd have fixed their shoulders in place too.
How? how does someone manage to fix themselves in place?
That makes their position within this
And
closet
why is
even
all of
clearer
this
to me
necessary?
now.
Ouch.
Wait, he did not need to tape her face. Or her mouth. Oh, dang.
Nice of you to zone back in and actually get me out, Detective. I thought you'd grown deaf. If you're considering whether the culprit concealed themselves and... In fact, they'd probably end up choking themselves and croaking before... But more importantly, you claimed we'd hold an experiment. That was nothing of the sort. You just took me and... Wait. Don't tell me you often conduct such experiments in your investigations, claiming it'll help crack the case.
Only with...
Well, if it helps recreate the events of the crime and my help, I only tied you up a little anyway. I'm certain Alf or anyone else wouldn't have had any... Huh? Where are you going?
Now she's all
I
mad.
feel I angered her somehow. Or was it my experiment itself?
Oh, so you tie up people normally? No, she won't even speak to me.
What are they still doing here?
Dude.
It seems the young master of the manor has sobered a little. We meet again, young master. No reply. I'll have to prod him a little then.
I'm
Tell
dead,
me.
dude.
None of that mattered.
You have? He's avoiding eye contact. From my investigations, I've learned he'd often... Why the drinking, Boris?
Whiskey?
Hmm?
Whiskey, brandy, rum...
You didn't get along.
Won't. Oh, wait. He's gone in any...
One last question, then you're free to go.
Crime?
He's flown into a panic. Relax. You were the first...
I was asleep at the time, yes. Then they couldn't open the door, so...
That would be the clothing burnt in the...
I saw him there on the floor.
The deceased's eyes are closed. A slight pain in his expression. The skin of his...
Boris states Williams's eyes were rolled back open. Quite different to when we found... Go on, please.
All right, I'm thinking. He was pale.
You didn't do anything to the body.
Yes.
Boris didn't damage the body in any... I'll need to verify this with another witness.
Oh.
To avoid
Turned down a
them
bunch of
tipping one another
settings.
off,
It seems to have
I'd better
affected
have
the
Firtho start questioning the others,
animations.
keeping them apart. Think back to when we first saw the...
Of course. His eyes were... What fine theory...
I spoke to the first person to discover Williams.
Once again, you're doubting the legitimacy of the corpse we disinterred. Before you say anything, yes, I checked...
Look, I understand your frustration. After Boris, the maids, Sydney and Annie, witnessed Williams's body. I need you to question one while I question the other to keep them separate. It's paramount that we do not let...
Master's face.
Frankly, it's something I've tried to make myself forget.
Just describe the scene.
Relax. Fine, if you insist.
I remember it well.
His eyes were screwed shut, her lips pursed.
That's what I saw.
He looked
Smiling?
afraid to die.
So someone's lying.
The Royal Academy's glory and... I'm sure the Academy's honor weighed heavily on...
How can they have three...
The most rational explanation is that, or that none of them saw the truth at all.
This doesn't seem to be bothering...
Is that so? It's just that there's much to suspect
I mean,
in
like...
this case, and yet... I can't figure out how it all
Why
fits,
would
the
they
vanishing
all
wound, the killer's
be
location,
lying?
The witnesses' differing accounts, and Williams's expression.
Because it's not... I don't think it's plausible to have everyone in on his death.
Were my sister beside me now, would I...
Pull
So I
yourself
think.
together, What was it that fellow said?
Baron Edgar.
That's the one. Though we're not, he must have something for us to.
You're right.
We? Go yourself. I have
He's
matters
mad.
of my own to it.
Hey, you urged me to meet with.
My clinic has been closed for almost 2 days running. I can't keep my patients waiting. Moreover, you said yourself that Alf or anyone else would work as an assistant instead of me. I suppose I'm just
He's so
irritating.
mad.
You've made it more than clear that I'm not providing much assistance anyway.
What? I did not say that.
I don't quite follow. I meant the precise opposite. You've got your own skill set just like the others. Alf's handy with a flamethrower, and Laurie.
Ah, right. Of course. Speaking of which, my patients
Oh
are
my
waiting.
god.
Maybe I didn't say the wrong thing at all. Maybe Firtho
He's
just needs
so
to see
dumb.
to her patients.
This is
Well,
actually
I
an
mean,
idiot.
I can't help but feel that Firtho's been. She started acting up right after I untaped her and got her out of. It's frustrating that we're still to crack this case. Now to go and have a chat with that.
Dude, I love their dynamic so much. She's all mad that you manhandled her, taped her up in a closet, then mad that you insinuated that anyone else would be fine with it. Also insinuating that you just tie up people. And then... Alright. It's all the way in the sky. Oh, those are some cool mountains.
Speed up.
I need to find a way. Oh, feline breakout. I think that's when the cat's lost and you have to go find him. Powerful adversary. Oh, how'd that happen? Let's go. I get that. Not do that while under current steps. Oh hey, that worked.
Excellent.
What?
No idea who hit her.
Dive bomb. Oh, something. Oh, hot air balloon. Swoop it around. Alright. Sunday Lounge. Oh, he's here.
Drinking, you see, is a philosophy. The history of spirits is intimately entwined, while this bar's selection is modest at best. A gentler tipple suits a would-be connoisseur.
Baron, sir, your friend has arrived.
My dear detective, come, sit. So you come here alone?
I've combed through the manor and have... I assume you've information that I do not.
All in good time. And besides, taking a seat. I see. The missing killer.
None of this seems a
Are you familiar with how alcohol was first
Oh my
found?
God.
Storage solutions were limited in ancient times. Hence, if the sun, wind, and rain weathered that grain in just the right way, for just the paths of fate aligned, the tale of Howard Williams is similar, in a way.
You mean...
Yes. The man who died in that room is no longer a man at all. He possessed power enough to heal even when his heart had stopped. To claw, I presume you've heard the rest already, of his for. You see, he had become a...
If that's true, then the Royal Academy's research into vampire creation was Williams's work.
Strictly speaking, I merely provided... like the concept of recreating certain life forms from the age of... The Royal Academy is hard-pressed to intervene if a scholar finds he's passionate about a certain... There's not our place, you see. Progress reports, approving funding and the like. That's our domain.
You knew he was conducting research to turn himself...
No research is entirely without peril. As for his research to turn him... Don't you think this serves to answer? There is no culprit. And the servants' varying accounts would be due to Boris ordering them to hide the fact that his father was a vampire. For that research had filled him with now that vanishing wound.
If you speak the truth, then where is William?
That I do not know.
Put like that, it does indeed solve my doubts on this case.
Do not listen to him.
Firtho? You're finished?
I needed to conduct some tests. Well, yes, I'm finished with that. All it took was a few short years for the Royal Academy to fall so low, to support such...
Waltzing in with part of a corpse.
So you know what this is? This is Howard's arm, or what I removed of it last night. According to you, he would have already completed his vampiric transformation. This restorative power you've claimed he possessed was by no means a local...
You do love the sound of your own voice. Much like... Shoot down my points all you like. I am no scholar. But, dear detective, you still wish to learn the truth. Well, as fate handed man the gift... Head to the Research Academy's high...
Oh, is he not taking it?
Wait. If Firtho's approximation of Williams's time of death is correct, that goes against Sydney's testimony. I must mull this over.
You should chat with others around you more.
I'll do that if you'd like me to.
Back to the evidence board. Okay, so... 2. Wait, is there anything else? I have so much evidence. Okay. So, conflicting accounts...
Sydney mentioned that they heard a scream from Williams's chamber at Firtho's test results conflict with Sydney's testimony. If both are true, then there must be some other reason for that scream.
Now we're going... Okay, so I guess he did take the key. Yeah, that's close enough. Let's get going. Oh my god. I think there's a chest up there.
A new
Not worried
scholar
there.
around? No, I'm investigating a case.
I understand. I shall...
Wait, he has a laboratory here? So then why was he doing all his work in his manor? Oh my god.
So the Baron was telling the truth.
This is all that Mr. Williams left. Please, search through it as you wish.
Excuse me. Do you know?
Nobody has. Academy administrators, however, he moved numerous items out not so long.
Had he ever explained?
Oh, yes. If memory serves.
My thanks. For self-protection. On first entering the room, one highly gaudy masks with elastic on the back to keep them on one's. There are 7 spaces for masks.
He did take a mask, right? So.
Various notes on alchemy and the 4 humors, along with speculation on the root. I see even Williams himself.
4 humors?
These writings are more detailed than those I perused at Williams's manor. They record all kinds of notes on...
I believe these must have been written for the Baron.
Indeed. Interim research reports detailing the experiment's effects on his body, which do such as improved restorative abilities. No wonder Edgar came to believe that Williams was already a vamp.
Do not rush to conclusions. A scholar? As for inducing a paler complexion and light sensitivity...
Yes. That said, this does prove that Williams wished to show such results to the Baron. Some kind of ceremony is mentioned in later pages. One must inject the serum into the subject's bloodstream, then cover their face in a mask. Once transformation is complete, this mask shall replace their facial muscle tissue and remain as the face.
Pop on a mask and inject a little serum.
True, but why do you seem so... Do not do anything stupid, Firtho.
Why does it have to be a mask?
It's a case file containing a series of studies into vampire legends from throughout history. It appears they may once have existed in Silvernia after all. Williams, this appears to detail a certain kind of nerve agent, a yellowish solution formed of potent tetrodotoxin, alkaloids, and a medley of other materials, capable of suppressing one's vital signs for brief periods. A way to fake death, perhaps.
Oh. Look at this, whatever he was going to say earlier.
There's a bed here. Scholars bury themselves in research. Two spaces are empty. Somebody must have removed them. All kinds of reagents are stored across the test tube racks. Without corresponding research notes, what they're used for remains unknown. A range of different reagents, of which 2 have been taken away. I'll need to figure out what those 2 are. Wait, a mask is missing. It'd cover one's features entirely. If the mask was at Williams's home yesterday, then that may
You
be
don't
the
cover
answer
the
to our
entire
conundrum.
face, though, do they? Why do some of them have the red mark? Oh, okay, they do cover the face. They're like the same color as the bust. I couldn't tell.
Firtho's attitude toward me has been a little off-kilter.
What is it now, Detective? This room teems with research material.
Well, it's Firtho who put me on this case.
Okay.
The laboratory was clearly missing a mask. According to the scholar who led us there, it's likely Williams took it home with him. Williams was wearing a mask when he was found, meaning that nobody saw his face. Boris was intent on sweeping anything vampire-related, including this bizarre mask, under the rug. And then he urged the others to hold their tongues, which would explain why their accounts all differ. I know why the servants all lied to us. The Baron implied that Boris ordered the servant staff to keep the whole vampire business as Williams was wearing the vampire mask when he died. Thus, I've also several theories as to those concoctions he took with him. At present, it would seem that only the Baron's...
Does that scare you, Detective? You've been doing it all day. A thought comes to you. I feel you're worried there's a chance it might just be true.
I'm accepting it as a minute possibility. I must say, though, your observation skills have made leaps and bounds, Firtho. I hadn't thought you'd be eyeing me so closely.
I am a doctor. Thus, a knack for observation is what my work demands. I keep a close eye on your condition. Just like your detective work demands you drag me into your crime scene. You should see the logic in that, no? You're different. Special, perhaps, to you. I am also ever so slightly special.
Now she's being honest with herself.
That's why you entrust me with certain matters you wouldn't ask of anyone else.
But of course, you're anything but...
Is that so?
Ever since you were a child, you've been quiet, yet thought never do you turn down my requests. Not even if I turn up at your door with mangled remains pleading for you to test. Any common doctor would turn me...
So I'm... a special...
Precisely. A special, superior doctor, capable of things her contemporaries could never... You may be withdrawn. I'd never be able to put my trust...
Well, in any case, it seems you've searched through everything here.
It is?
This place is littered with medical and biological writings. They're bound... So you rest the night at Williams Manor. But keep your eye on that young master. And the others, come to think of it.
Very well.
Why do I have to go to
Don't
Williams?
slave away into the wee hours. Remember to rest. See you tomorrow.
I'm the fool, really. To raise such things with someone whose mind is all deduction and logic. I doubt he'll ever truly get it.
Maybe if you, like, grab him by the coat and kiss him on the face, maybe he'll get it then.
No matter how you may see me, as a doctor, a friend, just a woman with it, to me, you're...
Death of a Scholar.
Hey! What's that racket? I urge you to be patient.
Wait for what? You've no right to keep me here! I've had it with this manor, this family, with all of you! You wait all you like, but I...
That thing. That thing? You fear that his experiments were a success. The Baron's order is clear, sir. Until...
Oh! What of him and his orders? That old fool. Mother was always too stupid to see it. And Sydney, don't you see? Won't you join me?
Enough. This thing, that thing. I've had enough of this. I shall be bringing this case to an end today. Until then, I ask that you cease discussion of whether this was murder. Jekyll, keep a tight rein on Boris. As for everyone else, just mind your step to avoid damaging any of...
Handled with poise.
Do you have something to say to me?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Miss Mortis. All right. Firthos, thank you for the reminder. Come to think of it, you're also a suspect. So,
as you wish.
Firtho mentioned she'd pore over the research materials in Williams's lab.
I wonder if they have, like, phone... I mean, they should have phones, right? But, like... not, like, smartphones. Or, like, handheld phones. It would be, like, the landline type things. What is today?
Stop!
Right here.
Here we are. I'd better hurry and find her. What? What happened, Firtho?
Dang.
She's not breathing. No help. Firtho's arm. There's a puncture, as from a needle. What's wrong with you?
Did he inject her with that thing?
I administered it at midnight and found myself. My arm showed purplish bruising after being.
Of course she did.
According to my measurements, I'd have been unable to wake.
You administered what exactly?
Howard's serum. Last night we found both the red. There was no time to gauge the transformation serum, and
you injected yourself with the stuff.
I even wore the mask. Yet,
why?
Unfortunately, as for the nerve agent, it.
You idiot! It doesn't.
A necessary means to solve the case, no?
Oh.
Gaining an understanding of unknown. It's my responsibility. If I'm to be a doctor worthy of working with Silvernia's greatest detective.
Just give her a hug, bro.
I'll be fine. What matters right now is the serum's effects.
Yes. You've helped find the. Thank you, Firtho.
You're welcome, Detective. I believe in you. It's the first time in 3 years as your only assistant, Detective.
You're not my only assistant.
Do well.
I never imagined that Firtho would take such measures.
Actually.
All to help me with the case. I must think back over all of this one last time. The truth is almost within my grasp now.
Okay. Something else worth missing? Okay. Okay, so. Firtho's. No? Okay, what am I doing? Okay. Purplish bruising on his corpse. But they. Was it bruising? I thought it said it was like a wound. Okay. Most peculiar aspect. Okay, unusual state of the. Okay. Okay, so
the
mask or vampire
mentioned a metamorphosis into a vampire that would occur, where one to inject the serum and don the mask. He happened to be wearing that mask when he was discovered. He'd already completed the transformation rite. That's why the wound healed itself.
Howard. Okay. No?
I now know that Boris tried to halt my investigation out of more than just a desire to keep the vampire experiments hidden. He plays a far greater role in this case than I first thought.
Okay. The locked room? Okay. Hypothesis, given that the locked must mean same person who attacked Howard. So Boris? Reduced to ashes? No? Jekyll? No. Stream? No? What is it? What am I
It
Oh,
was
the key.
Boris who entered Williams's chamber, slashing at him. He tried to obstruct the investigation in an effort to hide the truth. He is the only culprit in this case.
Sure.
So it is true. Man transforming.
I don't think so, but I think I locked myself into this at some point, so. It says there are 3 endings. Wonder, will it tell me like where? Like here is where you can do it or something?
Welcome one and all to the truth behind
Where did
this
he find the
case
maps?
starts with a lie. One you were asked to.
I see you've realized a key point. He'd transformed, yet may still have held a burden.
No! Lies! Some detective you are!
So what?
I knew it! I knew!
If a vampire has truly entered our midst, then what remains to be? There is no deceased, so to speak, in this case. That said, he's clearly not mentally fit enough to remain living here.
Okay, that's it? I don't think that's the true ending. Because this is predicated on the fact that vampires exist. And while vampires existing is not necessarily out of the realm of this game, because we have werewolves, set herself aflame? Oh.
How could this be?
A sorry state of affairs, Detective. But you have done all in your power.
You truly believe in vampire? I thought I did. While such stories have none has so much as
He barges into my house. Okay, Firtho, the Resurrection Enigma complete. So how do I go back? Is it, do I have to go to the evidence board? Let me see. Here's the evidence board. Cinderella's case. Okay, the Resurrection Enigma. Reset all placed clues. Do I have to like actually play through, or do I just... Is it just on the evidence board? Okay. Trans info, okay. So this is where we get... I think we did masked corpse and vampire rites before.
The nature of the wound indicates that Williams must have administered the nerve agent shortly before he was found. A means to fake
No?
death.
What is it supposed to be?
As Firtho's testing proved,
wait, hold on.
The nerve agent can send one into a death-like state with no breathing nor pulse.
Let's
Through ingesting
restart.
it and wearing a mask, one could appear as Williams's corpse. That explains much.
So if I choose...
Vampires possess potent restorative
No, this
abilities.
is yellow.
That fact may explain the disappearance of Williams's wound.
If I do review... Okay, If I do
The
masked
figure's face was
corpse,
obscured by a vampire.
and then saying I can do
That
either
mask
of
was part
these.
of the vampire transformation rite that
I think I
Williams
did
worked on.
vampire rights
But it could
first, so
also,
if I do
as
cause
Firtho's
of
testing
bruising
proved,
now.
the nerve agent can send one into a death-like state with no breathing nor pulse. Through injecting it and wearing a mask, one could appear as Williams's corpse. That explains much.
Oh. So now we can do what? Another
It may
body?
not have been Williams's body they found at all, but instead, that of the killer faking death. Williams, it's all clear to me now.
Okay.
An escape from a locked room, a rising from one's grave. It's all so simple. Now I can sort through the remaining leads,
Cognito
iron out any
branch.
doubts, and identify the killer.
Okay, so I assume this is where the endings start to split then. Killer faked their own death to escape. What did they do in those 3 hours? Oh, okay. And then real body was returned to the cemetery by nightfall. Hold on. Let's start with this. Let's see. Scream.
Once the nerve agent was about to take hold, the killer screamed out. The shrill sound drew attention, and when the others arrived, they found a corpse there on the floor. They cleared out the closet, removing all clothes and Williams's letter opener, throwing them in the fire. A means to make space enough to hide his body and burn away bloodstain evidence from the killer. Injected themselves with nerve agent and washed away any traces from the syringe. An attempt to cover their tracks so that nobody would know what kind of concoction had been injected. Were they to regain the body, their only chance would have been while the others made their way back from the cathedral. Of the 3 absent from Williams's funeral, only one would be able to pass as him, for they were of a similar build. Jekyll the butler. He killed Williams.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to understand what happened. He killed. Wait, so this is saying that Jekyll killed Howard, hid Howard in the closet, then pretended to be dead. So then Jekyll would have been in the grave, But then how did Jekyll get out? Boris and Joe and Massacre. Through a desperate and macabre gamble, the killer was created right out the front door. That doesn't make sense.
I see now. All has grown clear. I should make haste in returning to the manor.
Because they would have to switch out the bodies. Why did it tell me to go the wrong way?
Speed up!
Welcome one and all to this. The truth behind...
A simple trick.
Very much so. With these at his employ, he met that fateful day when you barged through his door. You found not a What do you have to say for yourself?
What?
But you... How...
That's it? Just like, he didn't even say it wasn't me? Okay, now what?
Let us think back to the day of the murder, Mr. Jekyll. You prepared the day's outing ahead of time, causing everyone to mistakenly believe you were out on business.
If we're doing all this, I assume I chose the right one.
You then headed to the deceased's bedroom following breakfast and discussed research with Williams as per usual. Williams then locked the door from the inside, keeping your presence secret.
Oh, so he sent everyone out, then went into the room.
He then took a nap around noon, as is his custom. You then thrust a pillow over his face and struck. And yet you had missed a vital detail. Williams had long since realized that Boris wished him harm, and so he had hidden within the mattress a letter opener. Williams drew it out during the scuffle and thrust it into your arm. The wound, given the substances upon the blade, soon turned a bluish purple. What say you to this, Jekyll?
Your deduction is flawless.
Okay, so it really was him.
Having aided Williams throughout his research, you were intimately familiar with the nerve agent and knew that it would take effect in 3 short hours. Following this, you traded clothes with Williams and taped his corpse into the closet, before tossing your clothes, those from the wardrobe and the letter opener, into the burning hearth. And sometime around 3 o'clock, you donned his mask and let out the shriek that attracted everyone's attention. A daring plan, fueled by your knowledge of Boris's fear of his father and of vampires. Naturally, Boris ordered everyone to keep quiet about the mask, whereupon they carried you away from the scene, finalizing your escape. Come evening, you awoke in the grave and clawed yourself up through the soil, after which you snuck back into the mansion, retrieved Williams's body, and put it in the coffin. And so, your masterful escape
Oh,
substitution
so there's...
plan was complete.
He replaced the body before we went and dug it up. Wait, so why'd the body go missing? I'm still confused. Why did Rex talk about the body going missing? Whoa.
Jekyll, you bastard!
Quite the wonderful escapade you paint, Detective.
You fit the bill better than any other. Sydney's testified that the manor, only someone who wouldn't raise suspicions and who wasn't at the manor at the time could disguise themselves as the corpse, among which Grant is a child and the maids are incapable of such a disguise.
A well-crafted deduction.
As Firtho recalls, the wound Williams left behind was, and it is highly unlikely it has fully... Roll up your sleeve, if you would.
I admit, you're no, almost entirely correct. That when I began feeling its effects taking hold of me, I realized that I had only one choice.
Detective, with Jekyll gone, what will become of this family?
Everything will take a turn for the better now that the murder... I suggest you send him to a suitable medical establishment.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, his body is still missing.
But this cannot be. Jekyll was the perpetrator, and could I have missed some...
Master, you mustn't blame yourself.
This scent, this...
Okay.
Ah. Now...
Okay. So I can access the evidence work from here, right? I don't have to go back. Yeah. So I didn't get the. Then why'd he admitted to it? But I'm missing something, and that something has to do with the scent of the vanilla. Was it the vanilla? I think it was vanilla.
I believe
Okay.
several shortcomings remain in my previous deductions.
Trans info is empty, please check. With a bunch of exclamation marks. Okay. So, it has to... something about this. No. Okay, let's just do the... These three are all the same. I think.
The nature of the wound indicates that Williams must have administered the nerve agent shortly before he was found. As Firtho's testing proved, the nerve agent can send one into a death-like state with no breathing nor pulse. Through injecting it and wearing a mask, one could appear as Williams's corpse. That explains much. It may not have been Williams's body they found at all, but it's all clear to me now. An escape from a locked room, a rising from one's grave.
So I think from
it's all
here?
so simple. Now I can sort through the remaining leads, iron out any doubts, and identify the killer.
No? It was...
The killer injected themselves with nerve agent and washed away any traces from the syringe, an attempt to cover their tracks so that nobody would know what kind of concoction had been injected. Once the nerve agent was about to take hold, the killer screamed out. The shrill sound drew attention, and when the others arrived, they found a corpse. They cleared out the closet, removing all clothes and Williams's letter opener, throwing them in the fire. A means to make space enough to... No, wait. We've proven that the killer would have been too sluggish and weak from the death-faking serum to dig up the body. There's another player in this game. And I know how to prove who they are. I remember now. I remember what that smell was. The truth is beginning to draw into view. Another was involved aside from Jekyll. One who knew the death-faking serum's effects and was capable of gaining Jekyll's trust. I almost have it now.
Dang. Okay, so Jekyll... He didn't inject himself, it was just from the getting stabbed. Okay. Okay, so Lord Edgar. Wait, but how does the... Hold on, let me... So... Okay, so... Why does the clothing smell like Alf's chocolate cake?
Ah, and so it all falls into place.
Did he like see the chocolate cake on the ground and was like, let me have a bite of that?
The truth behind our murder case begins with a carefully...
A simple trick.
Very much so. With these at his employ, he made you see him for something he was not. That fateful day when you... What do you have to say?
What?
But you...
Okay. So, the first one is like completely wrong. Second one is close, but you miss a major detail. Or I guess, yeah, you miss a detail. And then third one is with that detail, you cover the whole thing.
Let us think back to the day of the murder, Mr. Jekyll. You prepared the day's outing ahead of time.
Go.
causing
I already know
everyone
this,
to
let's just skip
mistakenly
through.
believe you were out on. You then headed to the deceased's bedroom following breakfast and discussed research with Williams as per usual. Williams then locked the door from the inside, keeping your presence secret. He then took a nap around noon, as is his custom. You then thrust a pillow over his face and struck.
They switch sides?
And yet you had missed a vital detail.
He was on
Williams
the-
had long since realized that Boris wished him harm. And so, he had hidden within the mattress.
Why'd he go from the right side to the left
Williams
side?
drew it out during the scuffle and thrust it into your arm. The wound, given the substances upon the blade, soon turned a bluish purple. What say you to this, Jekyll?
Your deduction is flawless.
Having aided Williams throughout his research, you were intimately familiar with the nerve agent, and knew that it would take effect in 3 short hours. Following this, you traded clothes with Williams and taped his corpse into the closet, before tossing your clothes, those from the wardrobe and the letter opener, into the burning hearth. And sometime around 3 o'clock, you donned his mask and let out the shriek that attracted everyone's attention. A daring plan, fueled by your knowledge of Boris's fear of his father and of vampires. Naturally, Boris ordered everyone to keep quiet about the mask, whereupon they...
I need to
carried
use
you
this
away from the
function wheel
scene,
more.
finalizing your
So I'm going
escape.
into the
Come
menu.
evening, you awoke in the grave and clawed yourself up through the soil, after which you snuck back into the mansion, retrieved Williams's body, and put it into the coffin. And so, your masterful escape
Wait, what
and
about
substitution
Edgar?
plan was complete.
Wait, what about Edgar's? What about Edgar's involvement? Also, why do you need to tape a dead body?
Jekyll, you bastard!
It's not gonna move.
Quite the wonderful escapade you painted.
You fit the bill, only someone who wouldn't raise suspicions and who was among which
A well-crafted deduction.
As Firtho recalls the wound, and it is highly unlikely. Roll up your sleeve.
I admit, your recounting of the events is entirely correct. No, almost entirely correct. That serum, I did not inject it willingly. The master, he had soaked the blade in it. When I began feeling its effects taking hold of me, I realized that I had only one choice, one path.
What a marvelous performance. I must return to my study post-haste and put it on paper. Until next we meet, my dear detective.
Wait, so I'm just gonna let him go?
And now for step 2.
Oh.
To let my assistant know what preparations to make.
To think, Jekyll...
I suggest you send young Ma...
Oh, naturally.
Relay a message to Firtho at the Research Academy for me at this address.
Very well.
Oh, she's still at the Research Academy. That makes sense. I really like how they actually give, like, multiple endings. And they actually, like, because when you think normally in a detective game, maybe I just don't play many detective games, but, like, there's just, like, one option, but, like, I do like they actually give you multiple options, different paths to take. And, like, you can actually get it wrong. I mean, it doesn't really affect much, but, you know.
To it.
So, you have cracked the case?
Cracked it, yes. But a plan to...
Oh.
Beneath the dreary dream of death's swirling smoke, The living fire fans the flames. Lady Williams, ever the delicate maiden, unable to bear pressure. Why so silent, Madeline? Surely you'd...
Not at all, Master. It's just awfully hot in here.
Ah, you must forgive me. I tend to forget how much your kind differ physiologically from humankind. Though hidden from sight, that fur must be awfully warm.
So Madeline's a
Howard has been
vampire?
sent to his grave, as has his son. This fire marks the end of this story.
Well, well, well. The end of this story. We cannot let it end here.
If it isn't my dear detective. Are you here?
With your help, Firtho and I are... At one point, I came upon a pair of leather shoes. But who could have left and returned while wearing that very pair? Which means that while the funeral took place, someone, among other things, took Williams's coat and leather shoes from his bedroom while everyone was away. They later showed up at the cathedral that very night, and as only one other person possessed a set of keys...
A triviality that holds the scent of a piece of cake.
My thoughts exactly. My initial suspicion of Jekyll faking his death to ultimately break free from the coffin, while sound enough, it has one major flaw. A flaw which Firtho revealed to me at great person. Jekyll would be utterly incapable of crawling out of the coffin, not to mention returning to the mansion and retrieving the corpse after being subjected to the nerve agent. Allow me to tell this tale in this tale of your sin.
Not summon mount, the path is obstructed. Oh my god.
You and Jekyll devised this plan some days ago. He chose to become an accomplice, perhaps due to his infatuation with the madam, or due to you making one promise or another. As for why you would wish harm to Williams, well, that likely stems from his research into vampires. Everything went according to plan. In the afternoon, Boris transported Jekyll in the mask away, after which you entered Williams's room while the manor was empty. While there, you retrieved Williams's corpse, along with his coat and a pair of shoes. A disguise, a way for you to slip in and out unnoticed. Likely something you picked up during your perusal of criminology and the like.
But how did it end up smelling like
Boris
chocolate
and the
cake?
others returned soon after you left, and when they opened the closet, it was empty as the grave. You then brought Williams's body to the cemetery and helped poor Jekyll out, before reclothing Williams and burying him for real. That is when something most unforeseen happened. You saw Firtho and the body bag she was carrying. Upon recognizing her, you quickly realized her reason for being there. To prevent Vampires Walk Among Us becoming the morning headline, you had to prevent Williams's corpse from being taken. And so you called upon your werewolf companions. Once you had chased us away, you and your aides left the scene.
Is
And there
Madeline
you
a
have it.
werewolf? Or not
The
Madeline,
true
his
culprit
assistant?
would be forever hidden within the legends of blood-sucking vampires.
Wait, what about me? I was right there. And how did he manage to smell like chocolate cake? Chocolate was sealed, the cake was sealed in a box. And like, pretty sure it was wet. I think it was wet.
Splendidly done, detective. Alas, it's all too late. The truth matters little now. Your actions haven't changed a thing, and your
My dear Baron, you sent werewolves last night to assassinate poor young Master Boris, and yet... Did you...
Are you saying that you... Impossible. Dullards they may well be.
But I could. You said so yourself, Baron. I spend all my days researching corpses.
Dang.
Madeline! Kill them both! It's all in vain. Distraction. Reset the board. It's all in vain. It's all in vain.
I'm taking over. Commencing emergency surgery.
I'll take care of this. Impeccably fought. To think you... It appears all that is left is for...
Tell me why. I believe I know.
The scholars at the Royal Academy, including your father, Erwin, continue to break new scientific ground in their fervent pursuit of the truth, of knowledge, bright and true. And under my wing, they have achieved results beyond yet. However bright the knowledge may be, all disgusting defilers of the truth such as they leave nasty stains in the books of history.
You despicable brute! While Howard did falsify the results of his research, what fuels you is simply a personal vendetta. Yet...
Little Ms. Mortis, standing forth to defend another, eh? People truly do change. I see that now. Erwin would have loved to see you emerge from your cocoon like this. No longer are you a loner with only a scalpel for company.
Speaking of
Yes,
scalpels.
Thank you for this performance, Detective. To hide the truth, I tried to keep you in the dark. To create an unsolvable case through illusion and deceit. And now, the die has been cast.
Wait!
It is time I pay the price.
He did not have to die for that. We could have just thrown him in jail and it would have been the same. Five days later.
Oh, and I've 2 letters to read through.
Observing your recent feats, senior members have recognized your great potential. Top scholars, okay. Welcome, young. Invite you to become a full member. Didn't I used to study at the Royal Academy?
If they're all as crazy as the Baron, I'd best steer well clear.
Okay. What do you typically charge? You've yet to pay me your services as your assistant. Giving me any compensation for the matter with the closet. We can discuss this in prison. She prepared me a new chocolate cake. She specifically said it was for me. I see no cake. You're not eating my cake, are you? I shall allow you 1 day from the time you receive this letter to bring me a cake, whole and undamaged, or steal me. Your irreplaceable assistant. Oh, she's done with the cake. Let's go. Hey, you have to wrap it first. It's a gift. Oh. The Resurrection Mystery. So you get a 4-star motive. Oh, and a vampire box. Do I not get to drop the cake off? Oh, I want to see what's in the cake. Okay. Time, characters, partners, agenda. Let's see what's on the agenda. Still need something else. Oh, I'll just do like farming and stuff, it's fine. Oh. Thought experiment. Ongoing project. What is this? Oh. Stronger forms of previous. Is that just the roguelike? I think that's just the roguelike mode. That's fine.
An individual has limited strength.
Let me check my items. I want to see what that mask. Oh, it's like valuables. Okay. Maria Williams presented it as a token of her gratitude. Okay. Let's see if I have any. Let's see. I have mail. Let's check the mail. There's still this thing. I have no idea why this is red, but. Okay. And then. I didn't get a visit from Rex. He blamed me for stealing the body, which I would never do. I would never steal a body, only parts of a body. Actually, it wasn't even me, it was Firtho.
Honest truth, checking electrical faults is hard work. It really hurts when your finger gets a shock, but I'm a pro at it now.
Alright. Well, the original plan was to do city exploration, but we ended up not doing that. Spent almost 2 hours on this. This is longer than I spent on a single act. Let me see. City errands, private requests, business expansion. Because I thought the what's it called? The side quests would be part of city exploration, but I guess they're under something else. Right. Because I thought I saw here. It's not in here. Okay, well. I guess we'll do city exploration next time, or we'll just do side quests. I think. Okay, next time we will do city exploration. Once we finish city exploration, then we'll do side quests.
Society is a system of chaos. Seemingly
But
fragments may be linked together by logic.
Yeah.
But also by illusions or conspiracies.
Alright, well, that's it for this time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.